trouble counting to 10, that means they're all still way too sober. Go over there and get yourself a drink, and make sure you take care of your bartenders. Meanwhile, this team standing tall. You have the Wonder Boys, Cosmo Martinez, and Professor, what do we call this thing? Oh!
And I see one dive. I think Cosmo's got something in his mind as well.
And there we go, suicide dive by the Georgia Lucha Sensation. Actually, I say suicide.
Here we go.
Oh my God!
A man after my own heart. Work smarter, not harder.
Bro, wait a minute, wait a minute. They're going for something big here. Oh!
That's why they call him high risk, Nathan.
Just a bit outside. Nope, nope, he's up and swinging though. Yeah, that is why they call that high risk offense.
High risk, high reward, and sometimes you come up short.
And a lot of
swing for the fences, but all right, maybe we've got some semblance of order here, Nathan?
Oh, was this a tag match? So we got CT in here currently.
I mean, it's scheduled for 4 to 7 falls.
So. Yeah, anywhere from 4 to 7 falls. This is an elimination match. We are going to continue it until one team is completely eliminated. Oh, there we see the body snatcher himself making the tag to CT. CT doesn't seem too happy about it. CT has had his issues ever since being forced to join Strength in Numbers.
Yeah, it's not fun being with a group that kind of ostracizes you.
Yeah, it's an incredible collection of talent. Unfortunately, the attitude just doesn't quite jive with what CT wants to do and what we all want to see. Let's test of strength here.
Think smart strategy there from Aaron. You don't want to get a test of strength with a man the size of Hakeem Young.
They absolutely do not. Nice transition there into that head scissors. We've been cranking down. I think it's a bit too early to think he might get a submission with it, but if man can't breathe, he can't fight.
I think this is a smart strategy by Strength in Numbers. Like, you start out hot and heavy, you slow it down now, though. Like, you've clearly got guys with a little bit of size, a little bit of guys that can work them out a little more. Well, I say that, and prove me wrong.
Little turnabout's fair play here. Oh. And you got to think, it's got to just add a little bit of insult to injury when you're in a head scissors and those knee pads have tassels.
Yeah.
Just dangling in your face.
It's like, okay, this guy's stronger than me. He's got strong quads, and here are the tassels. But it couldn't happen to nicer guys than all the guys in Strength in Numbers.
Oh, no. Real gems, those fellas. We saw them earlier, a couple of them earlier this afternoon. Saw CT and J. Alpha Miller.
Yeah, a lot of guys on that side of the ring I've had some of my issues with, Nathan.
Yeah, they are guys with a lot of issues, we can say that. They have so many issues, they got the football phone. Oh. Absolute disrespect being
Yeah, that's
shown
one of those
there.
things where you know you're not going to win a match, but like, you get inside your opponent.
Oh.
Tit for tat.
1, 2, and gets a 2 out of it. Nice drop kick. Right on the button there.
If you've got tassels, you have to throw a drop kick. Them's the rules in pro wrestling.
I think that's the law, actually.
Greco-Roman eye lock there from Hakeem Young.
Yeah, he's asking who the crowd wants to see, and now he can't see a damn thing. Cosmo Martinez goes to the top. Nice cross body. As tilt-a-whirl into, whoa.
So yeah, I said it was in Strength in Numbers' favor to slow it down. You're not slowing it down when Cosmo gets in the ring.
And we saw Alison Miller ready to get in there and make the save. I think Hakeem needs to make a tag here, because if Cosmo hits whatever he's got in mind here, that could easily be a, wait a minute, grabbing the hand of Alison Miller here.
A little chicanery in there in the corner.
Temporarily fighting off everybody. Oh! God, just spears him out of midair. Trying to cut him in half.
Cosmo Martinez has been eliminated. Cosmo Martinez has been eliminated.
Here we hear Cosmo has been eliminated from this match. The strength in numbers gains the numbers advantage. Living up to that name. That was a rather ravishing move there.
I think it's a little rude.
Or what he'd like to have right now. Oh! Big atomic drop and a double Russian leg sweep. 1, 2.
I mean, wrestling is littered with tag team brothers throughout its history, and like Dallas Brothers are no different. Like, you know each other so well, and it's what makes you such a great tag team, and they're showing that here.
And some of the greatest tag teams in history have been brothers. I was just talking with the lovely Elizabeth over there at the merch booth the other day. Two of my top 3 tag teams of all time are brother combinations. 1, 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That being the Briscoes and the Steiners.
Oh, I was off base. All right. I will reach for the sky and grab another beer.
Oh, kick to the midsection. Yeah, Hakeem Young has seen the lion's share of the action in this match so far. I wonder what the strategy is there. You would think making the quick tags might behoove him. Nice. As soon as I say that, he tags in.
I mean, it kind of looks like Hakeem's the enforcer here. Like, you have him wear people down, you come in, and you got this going for our. Like, I'm 0 for 2 tonight and thinking stuff is going to happen.
Here he goes. Oh!
Here's my brother, Professor Payne.
There's double sledge to the chest. Ivan Putski style for the old heads in the crowd. Oh, he's
measuring him up.
What's he got in mind? Oh, he traps that leg. Oh.
The accomplished amateur background of Professor Payne.
No, only a 2. That was close. You see the professor questioning the count. He has just got to stay on.
If there's somebody that can question numbers, I think it's Professor Payne. Get it, he's a teacher.
Yes, they have the right equation, the arithmetic, if you will. And nice!
Heart attack style.
1, 2, 3.
Hakeem Young has been eliminated.
I mean, to your point earlier, Nathan, it seemed like Hakeem had been there for a while. There's only so much punishment you can take.
Double back elbow. They are rock and rolling here tonight. And beautiful double elbow. Could that be it? 1, 2. Alison Miller with the kick out. Remember, this is Miller's second match of the day. So yeah, maybe feeling some of that fatigue. Getting that lactic acid building up in those muscles. Oh, getting ahead of steam, and no! Hey, wait a minute. I was about to say, he's eliminated, he's out here, but not eliminated is Ethan, but he just met shoulder first, the hardest part of the ring. Only 2. The fortitude being shown there.
Fortitude being shown, the intensity being shown of J. Alpha Miller. And like having been in the ring with them, I can tell you firsthand, he is one of the most intense individuals here at Deep South.
Intense, unhinged, you could call it a few different things.
Call it like you see it.
I question the strategy that Strength in Numbers seems to have here of keeping CT on the apron. If you have a weapon like that in your arsenal, you use it.
Yeah, speaking from experience, I've been in the ring with him multiple times. Heck of a competitor. Yeah, why you wouldn't put him in there? Like, use your strength in numbers.
I see what you did there. Rembrandt now with that surfboard. Pulling back, trying to stretch out those pectoral muscles. He's switching over. Now, there are a few men as technically sound in this company as Ryan Rembrandt.
Yeah, I hate saying that, but yeah, you are absolutely correct.
I was about to say, you know better than many. You have had some wars with this man. Nice.
House of Fire, Ethan coming in.
Ahead of steam here. Going, oh, you guys going for the tilt-a-whirl, and Jay stopped him. Stun gun right across the rope their head.
Got the shoulder up.
All right, that was like a 2-point.
I was thinking throw the top rope. Top rope always wins, but apparently not.
And that is why the referees have the job they do. We have the job we do because we're out here. And I'm hoping our ref hasn't drank as much as we have. Nice.
I don't think anybody's up for that.
2, 3.
J. Alpha Miller has been eliminated.
I mean, Teflon's resistant, but not tonight.
It looks like we are. Looks like we're 2 to 2.
Oh,
well, I'm just going to call it like I see
on.
it. When all else fails, punch him in the dick.
Ryan Rembrandt doing what he does best and showing who he is.
Aaron Dallas has been eliminated.
I try to remain unbiased here, Nathan, but come on, Professor Payne.
Yeah, come on, Professor. 99.9% of the time, I am not a fan of a match ending by a dick punch. Especially not if it's Rembrandt down. Whoa. What a DDT. He swung through it. 1, 2.
Yeah! Some fire still left in the heart of Professor Payne here in the Monday Night Brewery Garage.
Yeah, there has never been any questioning the heart of Professor Payne. This man is one of the most resilient athletes we have seen and one of the most talked men who will absolutely refuse. You've got to almost kill this man right now. 1, 2, and 3.
Ryan Rembrandt has been eliminated.
Equal parts hearts and brains for Professor Payne tonight.
Rembrandt being put down on canvas, as has maybe some art classes that the professors taught. And it looks like that weapon they didn't want. But wait a minute, we've got the rest to strengthen the numbers out here. CT telling him no, he wants to do it on his own. And he's got this. Oh! You see the belt being utilized.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do here.
He's torn here. He's torn. It may not be the way he wants to do it, but that's a W in the books. That's it.
Professor Payne has been eliminated. Your winner, Strength and Numbers.
What a miscarriage of justice, we'll call that.
I mean, like, truth in advertising, strength in numbers, and they prevail because of strength in numbers.
They do it. And look at CT. He's disgusted. By the way, his team won that match. the celebration going on. CT, however, appears to be in no mood to celebrate. Crowd doesn't quite know what to make of this, Matt.
And who can blame him? Like, CT wanted to do it the right way, strength in numbers didn't, and here we are. That looked like it was on purpose.
That is what, in technical wrestling terms, we call a dick move.
That's... You gotta catch me back up. I thought it was a family show.
Well, it's because Dick the Bruiser invented it. Strength in numbers now. As they leave the ring in celebration, one of their numbers maybe not quite so jubilant, shall we say. CT there. You gotta wonder, how long is CT gonna be able to handle this treatment from his so-called brothers in arms?
You can only bite your tongue for so long before you have to bite back.
And as they disappear back behind the curtain, I'm going to draw your attention to the commentary booth for just a moment, because standing right in front of me is the lovely Elizabeth. Everybody say hi, Elizabeth. Hi. She currently has a pitcher in her hand. This pitcher is currently our tip jar. She is going to be bringing around everyone to please place any tips you may feel like giving us, and just the tips in that their pitcher. All that money will go to the guys here at Deep South, and to keep bringing these shows to you and keeping them free for all. So Elizabeth, please go ahead and do your thing, and Michael, let's get the next match in the ring.
What did you think of our opening contest? Are you ready for more action? Well, 2 quick announcements. Don't forget to check out our Deep South Wrestling merchandise tables. And a quick reminder that Deep South Wrestling will be right back here at Monday Night Garage, Sunday, March 8th. Bell time, 2 p.m. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall with a 30-minute time limit.
It seemed like pain was the right thing. When I'm up in the trenches, I was being put in.
Making his way to the ring, weighing 165 pounds, from Marietta, Georgia. He is the former undisputed Deep South Wrestling Tag Team Champion, the High Flyer, DJ Smoke.
Never heard of DJ Smoke. This about to be your first time. Here we go. I know you never heard of DJ Smoke. I know you never heard of DJ Smoke. Coming off the top. Let's go. Let's go. I know you never heard of DJ Smoke. Coming in from Atlanta, you
Bull Quattro Cabezas. Your official in charge of the action, referee Jesse Morales.
All right, Matt, there's the bell, and we have what is being called an old school retro wrestling exhibition. The Quattro Cabezas, definitely gonna give us maybe a throwback lucha experience here, while DJ Smoke just leaves the ring. Doesn't quite know what to make of Quattro here.
Yeah, like, I don't know if DJ Smoke knows what to think about an old school wrestling exhibition. Like, you think about. I'm
Crowd,
gonna lay low for a second and let the crowd here show their love for Cabezas. But like, you think about the style that DJ Smoke wrestles. And you think about old school.
Smoke,
And you
definitely.
think about this reaction.
Lots of speed, agility. I would call Smoke the highest flyer we have here in this company. The Cabezas definitely getting the crowd behind him.
Yeah, I don't think Smoke exactly studies Gotch Hackenschmidt from 1904. You know? But the crowd here still clearly studies who they should boo and cheer, because it's not DJ Smoke.
Absolutely. We have definitely seen a change, not only in the attitude of Smoke, but in the crowd reaction to Smoke as of late.
Well, as a wrestler, you've got to tune out the crowd. You got to make sure you get in there, like, you go in there, you understand the parameters of this match.
Yeah, it was after the split of that team with him and the hate wonder of the world, Stunt Marshall, that we've seen a new attitude. And it's had mixed results so far.
Like this match clearly starting out a lot different than our last contest.
Yes, we can say that. Tonight, shoulder block taking Smoke down. The Smoke is no stranger to giving up a size advantage in the match. That's That may have changed Smoke's plans for after the show.
Absolutely. You think about old school. You think about how crazy of that dropkick was for old school. It's their old school exhibition.
That was a finisher back in the day. Oh, he's going on the top rope. And referee check. And it's crotch first into that top turnbuckle.
Maybe Quattros, but I think there was dose of something that hit the top rope.
Yes. At least one for Mesa.
¿Cómo se dice en español? Ouch.
I believe that is ouch. That the universal language of pain.
We had Professor Payne out here last match, but we're doing the education tonight here in the second match.
That one's free, folks. You're welcome. We are here to do the best we can to educate you.
After the nefarious means, I think DJ Smoke, though, is showing he does have a ground-based game in this style of match.
Yeah, we're seeing some technical wrestling, and he's not just a high
And
flyer.
that was a technical closed fist there, but
Technically.
I digress.
See our referee, Jesse, there. Don't know if you saw the closed fist. His vision seems to be impaired for anything that isn't 6 feet and blonde.
I got nothing. You literally just made me laugh off mic.
Quattro now having trouble there in the corner. Smoke, Irish whip. Is he dancing? Dance it off. Nah. Goes straight down.
Dance like nobody's watching, but plenty of people here watching tonight in Monday Night Garage.
He literally danced till he dropped. Now Smoke now picks him back up. What's he got in mind? Another Irish whip into the other corner. Oh, float over.
Hey, want to turn around.
Quattro seems to be feeling a little second wind here. Is he going to go forward here? Maybe a sunset flip? Oh, takes him over into. Oh! Low drop kick there. There's 1, 2.
I think if Smoke could have gotten up there closer to the shoulders, like really got some leverage, he may have got a pinfall there. Because clearly a very, very, very strategic move of getting out of the sunset flip with that nice drop kick.
Is that low drop kick like that? If you catch him right under the chin, you can bounce the back of their head off the mat and man's unconscious. He's looking for maybe a suplex, maybe, yep. Good strength being shown here by Smoke, taking the bigger competitor over. Now, like I said, he is not a big man, but he is deceptively strong.
Smoke signaling the top rope, Smoke looking to get high.
Are you saying he was giving Smoke signals there? Is that what you're saying? Oh, he's going for that frog splash. As we know, no one gets higher than DJ Smoke.
Roll through, he saw it coming. Oh, didn't see that coming.
Smoke rolled one, but it didn't do any good. Mason cut it off. Porter can light that fire.
Like first man to his feet has the advantage here, Nathan. Like clearly, like Cabezas has had like a little bit of trouble here lately, but like if he can get there to get the rope, pull himself up. Smoke first man up looks like.
Yeah, we have seen Cabezas in trouble multiple times in this match, but like I said, showing us some real resilience and showing some comeback. Oh, spins him around into a Mexican leg sweep. 1, 2, and unorthodox cover there, but it was almost the end there for Smoke.
Right here with the Olympics, right before the World Baseball Classic, Cabezas bringing some Latin flair here tonight to Deep South Wrestling.
The rhythm is going to get you. So is Cabeza in here. Oh!
One heart, stunner. Oh. That may have cost a no. You can't pin a man on the outside.
Well, smart move of Smoke there. He knew he was in trouble. He came straight to the outside.
I don't know if it was so much smart as just like luck, though. I think the fact where he was just ended up outside the ring.
Was it luck or was that instinct? Like, go straight back. Wait a minute. Ring the bell. I believe we saw that vicious chair shot there. That's what we call that old school. Michael gets the decision.
I believe that's a disqualification.
Your winner by disqualification,
Wait a minute here.
Quattro Cabezas.
Now I thought we'd get the old school spirit of competition here, but Smoke seems to not be in the mood for that. And it's cut off. As if the crowd wants to see the chair. I don't think I've ever seen a crowd say, no, please don't use the chair.
And DJ Smoke, take a seat.
Take a seat right across the back, I guess. Well, Quattro Cabezas standing tall, ladies and gentlemen. And that next up, we're going to have our
Cross the bases, but Uno winner tonight, and that winner via disqualification, Quattro Cabeza.
Congratulations, Quattro. A winner is you. Am I using that one?
Hold up.
Is everybody having a good time so far? Well, I am the voice of violence, Nathan Hamilton. You've been hearing me all evening. I've actually been proud to be the color commentator for Deep South since we relaunched. And this time I'm going to be having a panel discussion with some of the legends and some special esteemed guests here. So, to introduce these esteemed guests of ours, please let me introduce to you the voice of Deep South Wrestling, Mr. Michael Longino.
Thank you so much, Nathan. Introducing first, Alison Lyn Miller. Now introducing the family of Ivan Koloff, his widow Renee Koloff, and his granddaughter Melodie Perras. Wrestling fans, introducing next WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long.
I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time. But I just want to see if I can get me a holla, holla, holla! I can't hear that. I want a holla, holla for Deep South Wrestling. Give it to me. Thank you, player.
Thank you, Teddy. And now, introducing the son of the founding father of Deep South Wrestling, the masked assassin, Mr. Jody Hamilton Sr., the boss of Deep South Wrestling, the one and only Mr. Nick Patrick.
Stay on that pretty lavender. All right, well, we are here tonight celebrating 40 years of Deep South Wrestling. He's got a hand for that. 40 years. And Nick, you've been there for the 40-year history. Can you please just give us the very, very short version of what got us to this point?
The 40 years, that's amazing since I'm only 42, huh? Hey. No, what was the question? What about the history of Deep South Wrestling? How we got here? Wow, when we first started, it was back in 1986. I blew my knee out, and I started wrestling at the time. And I was home, and I was looking. I needed something to do.
Being loud enough but not yelling.
He was wrestling
Like,
territories
they had
at
the
the
same
time.
problem with promos.
And was in between,
making
so
sure that projecting, but
we
not
decided to open up a training
It'd be
facility,
difficult.
and within a couple of months, we had about 20 people.
yelling.
And we
At
were getting
times.
called, and it was different back
And it's
then.
like,
It wasn't- we
I
didn't
can't
have an
hear that
indie
well,
scene
like,
back
hear
then.
how
It
this
was
sounds
all
right here.
new.
It's like, I don't know what it sounds
Now
like on
there's-
both sides, so it's
there-
hard for me
there's
to
a
give
lot of
feedback.
independent wrestling. There's somebody just about every
It's like
town.
right now, I can't hear
But,
Nick for shit.
it wasn't
but,
that way
like,
back in
it
the
probably
day.
sounds
And,
fine on the other side.
So anyway, we started getting people calling us, wanting
Yeah,
us to go
yeah,
run
so,
and
like-
come to their town and do shows with the people that we were training.
I can
And,
hear it,
we had a
but I don't
handful
have a
of
headset.
local guys
I don't
that
fucking
people
know.
knew. We had like Mr. Wrestling #2. He was a big name back in the day. Wildfire Tommy Rich. We had, we had a couple of names that people recognized, and the rest we filled the roster with local guys and people that we trained. And we just kept the LLC alive throughout the years because Deep South ran, and then Pop ended up getting hired on by WCW, and so did I. And we traveled, man. There was no way to run Deep South, but we did keep the LLC alive. And then eventually we reopened again with as a training facility for WWE. And that ran for a few years, and then Pop had a falling out with them. And but still, again, he kept the LLC alive. And then he decided he was going to step aside and step away from it. And he had all the equipment, the ring that we're sitting in right now, and a bunch of, just a bunch of wrestling equipment in a big building out on his property. And he came to me one day and said, "Look, kid, I'm done. I don't want to do no more. I don't want to go on a road no more. You can have all this stuff and do with it what the hell ever you want to do with it." So I'm like, okay. So I kept training kids for a little while, and one day we were in there, and there was about a dozen kids there working out, and I said, there ain't no way all 12 of us can be in the ring at the same time. So I paired people off with matches, and everybody lined up around the ring, was giving it up for the guys in the ring, and it created such an energy. I was like, wow. Because at the time, it was pandemic time now, and when you watch WWE at that time, they had matches in an empty arena, but they had a bunch of computer screens up with people's faces on it that were watching. So that kind of leveled the playing field. Everyone knows we're going to go out there and put on the type of production that WWE did. But if you come up with a creative enough idea, then maybe you could do something different. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to give this sort of a Fight Club look to start off with, but we've evolved into what we're doing now. And I'm really proud of my crew and the people that's been putting in hard work for me, and all those kids in the back that come out here and they pour their hearts out for you guys every time. Because if you're working for Deep South, it's because you want to be next level. The only people we hire are the people that are trying to break through to the next level. So I'm really proud of those kids and what we've got going on, and I'm really proud of all of y'all, because without y'all we wouldn't be here. The Deep South family is growing and getting strong, and I got a lot going on in my life right now. I take care of my 87-year-old mom who has dementia, and my oldest son has autism, and I'm a caretaker most of the time, man. And to get out and to be able to come in and do these shows and see my team busting ass and getting it done, and see all you people coming out and get to meet all of y'all, it's a blessing for me. And I thank each and every one of you. And I want all of y'all to come with us, because we're going to march right on into the future and just keep on growing.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Long, You're another man, kind of like Nick here, who has been everywhere and done it all. But you definitely have a long history here with Southern wrestling. If you could give us a little bit of a history of yourself and your Southern wrestling roots, and maybe how you met this guy here.
Well, for the love of it, and when I talk about for the love of it, I'll think about the podcast that's out there, For the Love of Wrestling. These guys are really great. But let me talk about Nick Patrick. A lot of people don't know, when I first started to break into professional wrestling, I went down to the Omni to a wrestling match, and I went back to the locker room, and I found Nick Patrick. And I don't know about wrestling, you know, I think you gotta have a resume and all this stuff, you know, so I had my resume all hooked up, and I give it to Nick Patrick and told Nick Patrick, you know, if he could get me on, whatever. So Nick did all he could, but after that, you know, I went on my own, and so I was lucky enough to get a job in wrestling. First job I got was putting up the ring, taking the ring down. The way I got to be a referee is one night we put the ring up at the Cobb Civic Center in Marietta, Georgia. The referee didn't show up, so the promoter came to me, said, Teddy Long, you're gonna have to referee tonight. So they sent out, got me a referee shirt, and that's how I started refereeing at the Cobb Civic Center in Marietta, Georgia. Nick Patrick was at home looking at his television, and he's all of a sudden he looks up and he sees me on TV refereeing. So, so that's how all that come about. I had a chance to ride. Me and Nick, after I got involved in the business, we became great friends. We rode together for over 20 years. That's how, you know, friendly, because I didn't want to ride with nobody but Nick. We were buddies, and that's how we wanted it, just me and him. So I had a great time, and Nick is the cause of me, you know, being able to make it in this business, and I want to take this time to thank him very much for all the knowledge and everything he told me and helped me in the life. And you guys give Nick a big hand for Deep South Championship Wrestling, because this is going to be it, players. This is going to be it. So, Nick, thank you for having me, and good luck and a lot of success.
Thank you, sir. Now, Melodie, you are the granddaughter of an absolute legend, Mr. Ivan Koloff. Another one who was known worldwide, did great things everywhere, but he had a hell of a run right here in Georgia. What are any memories you may have of maybe things you were, of course, very young, like things he may have said about Georgia, or the experience of him being a legend here?
So actually, my dad actually heard about Ivan Koloff from Florida Championship Wrestling and Georgia Championship, and definitely had a big impact here in the South. We traveled all over the United States growing up. He always loved the South. We were from the South, and it was quick to home, and we loved it. He loved it for sure.
Now, Alison, you have written a book about someone who wrestles here with us, Hollywood Hunter James. Get here for Hunter James, guys, who is not here with us tonight. He had a title to defend elsewhere. But you have delved very deep for your book into the current state of Georgia independent wrestling. How does independent wrestling in Georgia look now compared to maybe what it looked like in the past?
Well, listen, I came to it from the outside as a journalist, and the reason I wrote the book is because I saw something within indie professional wrestling that I'd never seen anywhere else. You talked about the guys that work their asses off every weekend. That's what this book is about. If you want to understand what it's like to get started in wrestling and to have that dream of making it all the way, this tells a story not only of Hunter, but of other wrestlers. Naja's in here, Aaron Dallas. A lot of familiar faces will be here, and you'll get to know them behind the scenes.
Very cool. Now, we are celebrating the history of Southern wrestling, as I was instructed to definitely talk about that legacy. We hear that term thrown around sometimes, Southern wrestling. People will talk about Southern style. We're going to work this match Southern style, something like that. What does that mean? How is wrestling different here in the South than it is anywhere else in the world? Because there's definitely a distinct flavor.
Well, that's a difficult question, because Southern wrestling is not just exactly one style. If you think about it, you know, back in the day, Georgia Championship Wrestling was more of a technical wrestling style company, and then And you had Memphis wrestling, which was wide ass open. You could see anything. You could see somebody riding a donkey around the ring, eating dog food. So you never know what you was going to see from Memphis wrestling, you know. So I think over time that all those different styles have kind of all ended up in the same melting pot. And I think that's one of the things that makes Southern wrestling so special and so strong, because we didn't just stick with one thing. You know, we've pulled from all the different areas.
Only thing I really want to say, you know, before we wind this down, it's just an honor, you know, for me to be here tonight to be able to help celebrate 40 years, the 40th anniversary for Deep South Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, that's an accomplishment, and I'm gonna stand up, and I think everybody here, y'all stand up and give Deep South Wrestling Championship 40th anniversary. Yeah, I don't know what it means to you, but it means a hell of a lot to me. I'll tell you that right now. Deep South Championship Wrestling, 40th anniversary, players. Yeah.
I definitely think wrestling in the South is so unique because you've got these guys that are so passionate about what they do. That's really nowhere else in the world, I think. Especially in the South, you've got gritty guys that just want to put their best foot forward. Find the truest form of wrestling, I think, here in the South.
What I learned about Southern wrestling was it's about storytelling. And I think that we will hear some stories here tonight.
Now, one thing I found very interesting about the collection of people we have here, we have a lot of connections to a lot of great heels. The two of you sitting to either side of me both had fathers who were, you know, great heels and scary dudes, honestly. Can you tell us about growing up with someone like that as your father?
Growing up, I thought it was normal, which is crazy because that was totally not normal. But growing up, going to like Pizza Bingo or my chorus concerts, it turned into Ivan Koloff autograph signing pretty much. I thought that was normal. But I mean, even at the dinner table, people would come and curse us out, sitting there eating our barbecue sandwich, and you've got this old man coming and cursing your grandfather out. He would just smile and he's like, "Thank you so much, that means the world to me." I just thought that was normal until, you know, you grow up and you're like, oh, everybody else's grandpa takes some fishing. But it's been an honor to grow up with somebody like that and seeing how he loves being.
Now, I remember you telling me earlier when we were talking that you would sometimes sit and watch his matches and he would commentate that for you. That's amazing. What was listening to that like?
He was a hot mess. If anybody knew my grandfather outside of, you know, his wrestling persona, he was wild. You never knew what was coming out of his mouth. And so he'd watch videos. We watched them on VHS tapes back then. And so you have to watch it backwards first so you can watch it forwards. And he would be making jokes like, "Oh, look at me, I look like a little bug," you know, kicking his legs or screaming. Or he would make just comments about the guys of like, "Oh man, why'd you do that? That hurt me." It was just funny hearing him make commentary himself on his own matches. Great.
Now, on the other hand, we had the assassin, so Jody Hamilton. Tell me about growing up as the son of the assassin.
Well, as a little kid, Pop always had the mask on, and I was sworn to secrecy. You know, so to me, it was like being part of a secret society and being in on this secret club, and I had to, you know, and I had to keep the secret, you know, and Pop back in the day, he was always involved in, you know, big matches. He'd end up with black eyes and his face all scuffed up, and people, well, what about your dad? His face is all beat up. I was, well, he's a deputy sheriff. Yeah, because, and I just made up that lie. I had just told people that he was a deputy sheriff and he got in a scuffle, arrested somebody. And, but then it got harder and harder because people that lived around us would go to the matches at the old city auditorium, right? And then all of a sudden they'd see the assassin pulling up in Jody Hamilton's car. They'd say, wait a minute, you know, what the hell is the assassin doing in Jody Hamilton's car? And they followed him home and, wait a minute, what's the assassin doing parked over there at these apartments? You know, so my lies quickly kind of got blown out of the water. But what I would do, how I'd get out of it, I'd say, well, If you don't believe me, you can always go ask him yourself. And that kind of put it to an end.
Now, Mr. Long, we mentioned that their dads were scary dudes, and I mean, no offense, but you not being a particularly physically imposing man, were always flanked by big, scary dudes. The first times I remember seeing you on TV was with the Skyscrapers and Doom, which are big, scary dudes. Can you tell me what it's like knowing you have that kind of backup behind you? It's kind of I can say whatever I want because they'll take care of me type of thing.
Well, it's really great to have some big guys like that have your back, but I know sooner or later it's coming, and they're gonna get me. So that's what you really want. But that's what I really wanted. You know, if they really wanted it bad enough to get me, then I know that I was doing my job, and the guys behind me were doing their job. So it was just great for me doing what I had to do. And while I got this, I want to say this too. How many of in here, everybody in here, remember Ivan Koloff? And the reason I ask that question is because it feels great to me and an honor for me to be sitting here with his granddaughter. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to meet her. You know, give her a big hand. This is Ivan Koloff's granddaughter here. And I also want to introduce you to the woman that kept Ivan in his place and kept him straight. I'm talking about his widow, Ivan's wife. She's sitting right there, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give her a big hand. And I want you to know it was an honor for me to have to work, you know, having to work with your husband and stuff every night. What a great man. Thank you very much.
I love the respect there. One more time. One more time. Now, Hunter James is a different case in that the problem with him is he's as good as he thinks he is, and that does not exactly ingratiate him to people. So for someone who by all means probably should be a hero, how does he get often treated as the opposite?
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time with Hunter and kind of interrogated him about his gimmick. He started out just using what he came from, which was he was a high school athlete. So he was kind of good-looking, strong, athletic, cocky, and he walked into Landmark Arena thinking that he was going to be a hero, and nobody bought it. And the magical thing about that is that that's what's special about wrestling is it's up to the crowd. The crowd decides. Wrestling is nothing without the people in the seats.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, give it up. Now, this time I'd like to ask him, anyone in the crowd has any questions for our panel? Anybody? Don't everyone jump up at once now. All right. Absolutely. Now, we've all heard stories, especially back in the day, of especially with the big heel wrestlers, of people who may have taken things a bit too seriously, of fans who may have tried to interject themselves into the situation. Can you tell us of any of those kind of situations you have either been a part of or seen?
Wow, that used to happen a lot back in the day, and I've had to fight myself, you know, because I wasn't always the most popular person that never liked the ref anyway. And then when I turned heel ref, then it was all bets off then. But yeah, it's you have to learn how to keep yourself in a certain light, in a certain position, and not let people put you in a bad spot. And that comes with experience and learning how to position yourself and knowing when to do things, when not to do things, you know. So, and the only way to do that is to learn and to go out and do it every night and practice, you know. So that was one of the reasons why Teddy and I were fortunate, because back in the day, man, we would work all the time. And there was you know, we worked in the days where there was like you'd go 300 days a year. You know, you go home long enough to do your laundry, make your reservations, and they're on the road again. You know, so, but you learn, and that's when you get good. That's because you don't really have any choice but to dedicate your entire life. I mean, every aspect of your life is dedicated to this, You know, from the moment your eyes open to the time they close when you go to sleep at night, you're doing something involved with wrestling, you know. So, and that's what these young kids in the back got to look forward to. But that's what they all want, and so, you know, and I'm not going to complain. It was tough. There was a lot of hard times, but man, there was a lot of good times, and there was memories and stuff that you build that you could never replace. And I wouldn't change. I mean, it was a hard road, but I wouldn't change one damn thing, man.
Yeah, man, it's this job here is certainly a journey. I've been doing it, I'd say, all my life too. So I don't regret not one day of it. Not one day do I regret it. I've had a great life. God has really blessed me. I made it in professional wrestling, something that I wanted to do all my life, and so and I couldn't do it without you guys. Without you guys not liking me and wanting to see me do what I do, I couldn't have did it without y'all. So I want to thank right now. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I wanted to say one thing too before we start to wrap things up here shortly. When I heard that Ivan's family was going to be here, because I went way back and I worked with Ivan, and I considered him a friend. You know, there's road people that you do the road with, and you may not always go to their house or hang out with them, but you're on the road with them all the time, and you work with them all the time. And he was a good man. And that being said, with him here, I wanted to do something in his honor. And so I come up with the idea of the Ivan Koloff Memorial Russian Chain Match. And we're going to have our first one right here tonight. And what's going to make it special and what's going to make it historical is that tonight's Russian Chain Match is going to be done by the ladies. So it should be on. It's going to be historical and in honor of Ivan and of you guys. And I thought about that. You know, the WWE has like tables, ladders, and chairs, and they have these different things that you have once a year. Well, I'd like to once a year have an Ivan Koloff Memorial Russian Chain Match with whoever is in the hottest feud that needs to be locked together and get things settled. I think that's what we're going to try. And we're having our first one here tonight.
That's awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I want to ask Alison a question. You have come into wrestling, you said, through working on the book. Is there anything that you learned about this business through working on the book that surprised you?
The level of community in the locker room, around the ring. What I learned was that as violent and chaotic as it is, there's a real sense of peace and trust here, unlike anywhere else.
We're a big, violent family. I like it. And speaking of family, we just heard we're going to be having a Russian chain match here tonight, and a ladies' Russian chain match, no less. With that type of match being your family lineage, your legacy, how do you feel about that happening?
I am so honored to be able to witness that. First thing I've ever seen with women doing a chain match, which I think is amazing. My grandfather had all granddaughters, and so I'm the oldest of the four of us, and I am so stoked to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to how this turns out.
Awesome. Now, did anybody else have any questions out there for our panel? Last hand, right here. All right. Let me bring you the mic here. Come on up.
So professional wrestling, I'm going to be biased, is one of the greatest sports ever, okay? But we got to talk about the heart and soul of professional wrestling, and that's the fans. So how would you say, based on the recent years, how has the fans of professional wrestling impacted the sport over the years?
That's a good question. The impact of the fans, of course, can't be over it. But let's say, how do fans impact the sport now as opposed to how it may have been in the past? Is it changed, or is it still the same game?
I think there's been a little bit of change. Everything changed. Right now, we're in the 20th century. So I think it's been a little bit of change, but I think the fans right now, maybe a lot, better now than they were back in the day. Back in the day, they were very good. Don't get me wrong. Arenas and everything, buildings were sold out. But we've transferred our business basically now from wrestling/entertainment. So now we draw people that want to see wrestling, plus they want to be entertained. So I think that's what the big change has been. And we've had a lot of people that come in this business that are able to wrestle/entertain. Number one, The Rock. Number two, Hulk Hogan. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the guy that was able to come out. He was able to wrestle and entertain. So that's what I think our business has become now. We're able to entertain you.
I think it's the presentation that's changed over the time because honestly, the fans always have been and always will be our barometer. And whether it's what we're doing is right or wrong or hot or cold or successful or a failure, it all depends on your gut reaction and how you respond to our presentation. So that being said, I don't think that part has changed a whole lot, but the presentation has changed a whole lot.
I think the fans have stayed pretty consistent from my perspective. I've not been in the business very long, but I see a group of people that each generation is inspired just like they were 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. And it's inspiring. I think the last time I was here, I saw a little boy. He was like, I want to wrestle when I get older. So I think in that aspect, the fans, that inspiration has always been there, and maybe now more than ever. And that's really interesting to see.
All right, any other questions from the crowd? Oh, we got one right here.
I guess this question is for you, Nick. Since you've kind of experienced Deep South both as a developmental for WWE and now as like the, I guess you could say owner, what has it been like pros and cons or like the differences between working in collaboration with a major company and doing this like on your own as an indie?
When you're working with WWE, you're working for WWE, and you are using who they tell you to use in the ring, in the production, in everything. And your decision making is limited. I mean, you're more there to help to develop these characters and to help them to where they can be ready to present themselves at the next level to be on TV. And another difference is that at that level, you've got elite athletes that they're drafted from all over the world to bring in, And I'm not knocking local guys because that's what we do, but we've got the best of the local guys, and you have to find the best of the local guys, and I think that's the difference in our presentation. Now I'm using who I want to use, because I respect them and I respect their work and I feel that they could take us to the next level. I'm not using who they're telling me to use. That's the main change.
And I want to say this too, So a lot of people, they look at this and they say, well, Deep South is not like, it ain't like going to WWE. Well, you're wrong about that, because everything is an illusion. Right now, you are with the WWE. Only thing that you're missing here tonight is the pyro, all the big production, all the big lights and all that stuff. That's all they do. They have the money to give you all that stuff. Don't worry. Deep South is going to get there. So don't worry. You're right here in the WWE. It's all the same thing at the end of the day.
Right now we're selling passion and drive. And you can't find that. That's not something that you can create. These kids are bringing that, and so that's what we're selling.
Like you were saying when we were meeting earlier, Mr. Long, there have been a whole lot of companies come and go in this Georgia area in the 40 years since this has started, but Deep South Wrestling is still standing. I think absolutely you can give that a hand. I think we got time for one more question. Anybody? Sir? All right. One more quick question and we will get to our Russian chain match.
This is a quick question for Teddy. One of my highlights growing up was watching you as general manager. And I loved hearing you say they were gonna go one-on-one with The Undertaker. That was one of my highlights. I would love, if you want to, I would love for you to say that, but that was my highlight. What was your highlight in your time in WWE?
Well, my highlight was to make it to the WWE. That was my highlight. So I had a great time there, and since you asked me that question, I had been watching you, I've been looking at you, and I was thinking about you, but now that you asked me that question, you don't have to go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
All right, now before we wrap this up, I do want to give everyone a chance right quick to plug what you got going on. Tell everyone where they can get whatever it is that you've got and where they can find you.
All right, this book came out just about a month ago. It's a true story from the indie wrestling rings of Georgia. It's for sale right over there. It's $21.99. Take it home. I'll sign it. Thank you.
So for Ivan Koloff, right now we've got a bunch of pictures with us that are signed by Ivan Koloff. Before he died, we had a stamp made, so they are authentic signatures of his, and we love preserving that legacy that way. Those are $7. We also have some little trading cards. People love those. And we'll be selling those, but we're also going on tour. So the Koloff family, Nikita, Vladimir, Neil, myself, and my grandmother, we will all be going on tour throughout the United States. And we are looking forward to seeing everybody at conventions. All of our socials are promoting it like crazy. So we look forward to seeing a lot of people there.
No, I don't really want to plug anything. I'm ready for a Russian chain match. What about y'all?
Did either of you ever referee a Russian chain match? How brutal are those being in the ring with it? They're ready. And not only that, we will have an actual Koloff here to present the chain for the match. Are you guys ready to see it? All right, well, give us just a couple of minutes to get set up, and we will bring you that Russian chain match.
Wrestling fans, if you have been recording all the action tonight, please tag us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media. And a quick reminder that Deep South Wrestling will be returning right back here at Monday Night Garage, Sunday, March 8th, bell time 2 p.m. The following contest is the Ivan Koloff Memorial Women's Russian Chain Match. The rules are, in this match, pinfalls and submissions do not count. The only way to win, you must touch all four corners in succession. If their opponent stops them, then the count will restart. And it is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, from Main Street, USA, Audrey Allen. And now, introducing her opponent, accompanied to the ring by Jesse, or James, or Jeremy Gerald, she doesn't know his name, from Atlanta, Georgia. She is the Deep South Wrestling Women's Champion, the 6-foot bombshell, Gemma Jewell. The Deep South Wrestling Women's Championship is not on the line. Now to present the Russian Chain to referee Paul Santa, the granddaughter of the Russian Bear, Melodie Perras. Official in charge of the action, senior official Paul Santa.
All right, folks. Back at the commentary table after being I guess they'd call me the Chain Master here this evening. And we're about to see, I believe, a first in Deep South Wrestling. Not sure if we've had a Russian chain match, much less one between two female competitors. Michael, is the title on the line in this match? No, this is a non-title affair here.
Unfortunately,
Here we
it is
go.
a non-title match, Nathan.
All right, let's get this match underway. And we have seen so many incredibly violent fights of this type. Well, there we see a tug of war between these two powerful competitors. We have seen them in just about every kind of match you can imagine. And we have often seen the sneaky tactics of the Bombshell. However, being attached by that chain, they keep those tactics at bay. That is not only a weapon, that is a limitation of how far you can get from your opponent. What a German suplex. Got to remind everybody, if you are recording this on your phones, please make sure you tag us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it is that you post it. We've got one. Go for a second one. And no, she is cut off. Now, if you have never seen one of these matches, to explain once more, pinfalls don't count. Submissions don't count. Knockouts don't count. You have to touch all four corners in succession without your opponent stopping you. You basically have to incapacitate them for long enough to make an entire circuit around the ring. And there, Jim has got one. Jim has got two. Oh, you're just dragging her over, trying to get to 2.5.
You really don't understand how difficult it is with the leverage and how more difficult it gets. Like every time you hit each corner, you start trying to make sure there's less and less length in that chain.
Easy for you to say. Have you ever been in one of these matches, Matt?
I have been in multiple chain matches, actually, Nathan.
Now, what is the strategy? Do you want to, I mean, if you completely incapacitate your opponent, you're having to drag them around to the
Yeah, like there's really no great strategy. Because like, as you said, they're completely incapacitated, like, which is what Jim is going for here. What happens when she incapacitates her on the floor? Now you're gonna drag a carcass around as you touch all four corners.
Seems the name of the strategy for this one is strangulation. Whereas Aubrey just seems content to just wail on Gemma here.
Like there's almost like a happy medium. Like you got to make sure, chain meets flesh, your flesh meets the corner as you're tapping the corner, and you go to victory.
I don't know, can we turn the volume on his shirt down a little bit? I'm having trouble seeing over here. There's one. Aubrey Allen goes for two. Looking for, clothesline cuts her off at two.
And see, that's the issue with the other side. You're either dragging a carcass or you're having somebody that cuts you off with a clothesline after you've touched two corners. There really is no great strategy in a match like this, and that's the issue.
There's two. She's not just walking the road, she is strutting her way around the ring. Oh, there
And
we see.
she paid the price.
There we see, she's got her legs hooked around that bottom rope. Great strategy there by Aubrey Allen. Oh, big elbow drop. Now both these women have, we've seen them use the chain as a garrote a couple of times. We need to see them use it as a blunt force instrument.
Absolutely, and
That would be my strategy. If I have a chain to use in a match, I'm wrapping around my fist and wailing. Or you can use it to pull them into the hardest part of the ring.
And like you look at the ring posts, like a ring here at Deep South, where you've got the edged corners. It doesn't take much to get busted wide open. Like, doesn't take much to get a nice little goose egg on your head.
Absolutely. That is a bit of a tug of war there in all honesty. But can she get all the way to that corner with Gemma all the way in the opposite side? Oh, she is fingertips away. Almost there, but no. Referee waving it off. And seeing a tug of war. I saw a tug of war earlier today between Lamar Diggs and about 20 fifth graders. It was a hell of a sight to see.
I'd like to see fifth graders get hit with a chain.
So would everyone else who knows fifth graders. Now both ladies down, feeling the effects of this match. Brutal contest so far. There's a lot of steel flying around and a lot of flesh flying into steel. And you know, with that around your wrist, that gets pulled the wrong way. That's an easily injured wrist.
Absolutely. There's so many things that can go wrong and very little that can go right in a match like this.
Oh, it can go right for the fans. Look at this crowd. They are loving this. They are loving the violence. They are loving the brutality. They are loving the combat.
They're a beer-thirsty and blood-thirsty crowd here at Monday
I'll
Night
drink to that. Let's be honest, I'll drink to damn near anything. But
Amen.
right now we got Juan talking some smack out there. And Gemma, that's smart, just drops down, grabs a hold of that chain as tightly as possible and just becomes dead weight, making Audrey just drag her along.
Yeah, so much of this match is defensive. Like you have to, the best offense is a good defense here in this match.
Matt giving us some lessons on strategy. So in chain matches, it's all about the D. Is that what you're saying?
It's all about the D.
Gotcha.
It's all about the length and the D.
Didn't quite get all that. Ooh, caught that one though.
Again, defensive strategy here from Audrey. Like, smart strategy here.
Look at her, just absolutely
Bring
making
your
herself
opponent in close to you, but then you bring your opponent in close, and here we are.
So I guess in this match, it's where defense is better to be an immovable object than an unstoppable force.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Oh, I think I know what she said for. There we go. Little headbanging going on.
Audrey has the additional weapon here.
Yep. Hey, you use whatever you've got at your disposal, and speaking of which, that strength of the champion, go over the slam. Scott Hall style.
A little last call.
Ooh, last call. In that case, I could use another Taco Tuesday over here at the commentary booth.
So I think Gemma has a solid strategy here, though. Like, you incapacitate your opponent in the middle of the ring. If I remember my geometry correctly, she can just go all around every four corners as her opponent's laid prone in the ring.
I think that's a real fancy way of saying just whip the hell out of your opponent with a chain.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, looks like she's wrapping that. We've seen her use that elbow drop a couple times in this matchup. Looks like looking for a chain-assisted elbow drop.
Chain to chest, chain always wins. Wait, you can just make requests on commentary about booze and they'll bring it to you? Because I love 404.
It's like magic. It's awesome.
It's like a double fist, some 404 loggers, as I call this fantastic chain match here tonight.
Amazing chain match we're watching here. See the glare off Jeremy over there making it a little hard to see. Oh, from the front, Gary takes it down. This could be the best chance we have seen yet for Andre Allen.
Yeah, I think Jim is in the perfect position for Audrey to be able to go around.
Wait a minute.
No. And that's another issue. The chain gets in the way as you're trying to touch.
Oh, what the hell is he doing to him? Get that the hell out of the ring. Yeah, no part of this. Get out. This chain is supposed to keep it between the two competitors. McFlorence, that. I mean, it's told to ring the bell. That's it.
It's a numbers game.
It's the official word.
Your winner of the Russian chain match, the 6-foot bombshell, Gemma Jewel.
Gemma pulling out a sneaky ass win, but a win nonetheless.
I mean, you win however you can, and clearly Gemma proves time and time again she wins however she can.
Yeah, Audrey had that upper hand, but didn't notice Gemma going right behind her, touching all of the turnbuckles, and then maybe a little bit of interference there, a little distraction.
Yeah, if we're scoring this match on points, which we don't do, I think Audrey clearly had it won. But the more cerebral winner here tonight, and the winner and still Deep South Women's Champion, Gemma Jewel.
The bombshell continues to reign supreme, continues one way or another flummox Audrey Allen. So I'm like, all right, dude.
Here, goddammit.
Go for it.
Again, wrestling fans, if you have been recording the action, please tag us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and other social media. Now, who's ready for our main event? The following contest is scheduled for the Deep South Wrestling Championship and it is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit.
You know who I am.
and gentlemen, before I introduce the championship match of the night, I have a question for each and one of you. Are you ready? Atlanta, Georgia, I said, are you ready? For the attendance here at Monday Night Garage and everybody watching at home, it's fight time here in Atlanta, Georgia! This is your main event of the evening. Introducing the challenger first, weighing in at 200 pounds. From the island of Puerto Rico, he is the reflection of wrestling, the White Shadow, Mark Davison! Ladies and gentlemen, now...
Stupid. Put some off in your voice when you introduce me. Do it better.
I'm not stupid, but I'll do it better. Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting the 2024 Georgia Overall Wrestler of the Year. And he is the 2023 and 2024 Georgia Technical Wrestler of the Year. He is the Classic City Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. And he is the current reigning and defending two-time Deep South Wrestling Champion. He is the greatest, the baddest, the best. Stand up and rise and clap for your Hoochie Daddy. Your official in charge of the action, referee Mike Bola.
All right, there we see referee Mike Fulop holding up the richest prize here in Deep South Wrestling, currently held by Najacism, and you know Mark Davison would love to leave with that around his waist. Since Naja has been issuing these open challenges for the belt, we have seen him take on some incredible competitors. I want to
I think
remind
this
you
is
that
an incredible competitor here in the form of Davidson.
absolutely. I want to remind you that the lovely Elizabeth is going to be walking around with the tip pitcher. Please feel free to place the tips, and just the tips in there. But right now, we have got a technical exchange going on.
And like Naja's one of those people it's hard to prepare for. Like very unorthodox offense. Like having been in the ring multiple times with him, you kind of really don't know where to go.
Yeah, you never really know which way he's going to strike from or how he's going to twist and turn and see. He knows where he wants to end up, but you never know how he's going to get there.
But if I'm looking at this like eyeball test, I'm thinking Davidson has the strength edge. There we go. Finally, I get one right. So yeah, you got to overpower Naja. Like you keep him grounded. He can't use that unorthodox offense, and you make sure that you go home with the Deep South Wrestling Championship.
Yeah, a stalemate. I want to mention for the record that some of y'all need to go visit the bar over there, because when we introduced Mark Davidson, some of y'all sounded a little thirsty.
And the commentary sounds better the drunker you are.
Absolutely. Maybe even the drunker we are.
Amen to that, brother.
All right, he's got a, what the hell do you even call that?
It's a modified crucifix pin.
But yeah, we'll go with that. The roll up. That rolls him up again. We're in the early moments of this match, but each of those roll-ups is half a second away from the title changing hands.
And Again, that strength advantage of Davidson coming into play.
Yeah, but Naja is no stranger to giving up a size advantage in a match. He is one of the smaller competitors, and therefore he's often fighting from that vantage point, and he knows how to use it to his advantage. Oh, but not when he's being landed on with a beautiful springboard cross body and a nice hurricane that just
Spikes him!
Jake, show me a shot, brother. Oh, what's he going for here?
He's got something fun in mind.
Oh! All right, he's okay.
I mean, you throw some ample lats at a man, knock him down to the ground.
Man, from our vantage point, we can't see the ground on the other side of the ring. So we just see guys disappear into nothingness and hope they get up. So.
I like where your mind goes. Hope they get up. You're not a masochist.
And see, Davidson taking to the air. 1, 2. See the form.
To keep a competitor like Naja down, you can't have a lackadaisical cover like that.
No, not against narcissism. He's indeed the greatest, the baddest, the best. And this is also narcissism's second match of the day. So you gotta wonder, how much could that take out of him?
You gotta wonder about the strategy of Davidson, like signing on for this match, like knowing it was his second match of the day. It's smart strategy.
This afternoon, I saw him in a three-way match with CT Entertainment and Lamar Diggs. So he's already been through hell today. Alessandro Blanco looking to send him the rest of the way into the fires. Oh! Big kick into the friggin' 8-pack, 10-pack, I don't know.
You have an ample case of abs there, and they're all on display to get kicked.
I don't think humans are supposed to have that many abs, actually.
I mean, I've had a 24-pack today, but it's not on my midsection.
You're right. Oh, trust me, it'll be on their midsection.
I mean, I'm on the shelf, the top shelf.
Oh! Got him high and tight into the corner.
Human beings aren't meant to have that many abs, and human beings aren't meant to go into the corner like that either.
No, the neck isn't supposed to bend that way. And Naja knows that, and that is exactly why he did. Oh! Yeah, look at that knee there. Just floors Davidson. And Naja got him by the feet, dragging him out. Oh, he's looking to utilize. You mentioned earlier that we have those squared posts
and
here.
using it to his advantage.
And those corners just digging into the midsection.
Yeah, we're kind of joking a little bit about the fantastic physique of Davidson, but like think about the absence of body fat there. You're going all into muscle, all into bone right there on the edge of the corner.
Yeah, that's no cushion, no nothing. Naja putting on a show for this crowd. Oh, God. Drop kick right into that L4, L5 area, just driving the midsection into the ring post. I mean, every last bit of air out of Davidson. Oh. And man, Naja is about as sharp here as we have seen him in a long, long time.
Naja's very methodical with everything he's doing. Like him, love him, hate him, there is a reason he is the Deep South Wrestling Champion. Like, look at him just picking apart his opponent here tonight.
Watching him wrestle, I would not think that he wrestled one of the best young prospects and one of the biggest monsters in Deep South earlier this afternoon. Because, man, he has taken it to a world-class competitor in Davidson. Oh! It's kind of a sliding low-angle flatliner there.
Yeah, like, I think the cardio of Naja's second to none. Bar none. Bar.
Dude has barely broken a sweat.
And now, like a smart strategy of like, all right, you've clearly worn out the man's midsection. And then insult to injury.
That guy had injury to injury. He hit someone's ears like that.
All
Your
the
equilibrium's
above.
gone. That's a good way to burst an eardrum. He's in throwing some back elbows. Finding just enough purchase to get him out of there. Oh.
Right back that midsection.
Is that what we're calling that? Midsection? Oh, gutbuster. Right across the knee. 1, 2, and close two there.
Again, Naja just picking apart. Like you see that area on Davidson's body that you have clearly just like pinpointed, targeted, and keep going back and back and back to it.
Man, he is going after the abs and those lower ribs. And then you take out those lower ribs. Ooh. Well, that was just straight an attack on the nipple of Davidson. Oh. Like that one almost caught him in the shoulder.
Right, shoulder, face almost.
Oh.
Just if it's any part of Davidson, Naja swinging at it.
Naja, yeah, he is in firm control of this matchup, but he needs to stay on Davidson. He keeps dancing, showboating for the crowd. This man is definitely going to turn around on him.
But I mean, if I'm in this position now, I'm probably a little confident too.
Yeah, but confidence is one thing. Taking your eye off the ball is another.
Little bit of hubris, shall we say?
See? Here we go. He gave him just a little too much time to recuperate, and he's paying for it with a big splash. But look at that. Look at that. He has been working on that midsection the whole match, and it pays off with Davidson not being able to make the cover after that big splash. That could have been it, man.
And if you can't breathe, you can't win. Like you think about the amount of air Davidson's having to suck right now.
Referee Mike Fulop now putting the count on both men. 6. All right, both men back up. With a huge back elbow. And we see nice reversal from Naja. Float over by Davidson and just kicks the leg out from under him.
And taking out somebody else's midsection is Davidson. All right. Even playing field now.
Oh! Little tit for tat. Little what's good for the goose, good for the gander. What goes around comes around, however you want to say it.
I think we hear more and more and more people here in the garage getting behind Davidson, just sensing we're going to get a new Deep South Wrestling champion tonight.
Hey, here on Legacy Night, Davidson looking to cement his own legacy and take home that gold and begin a new title lineage. But Naja will do, as we have seen in the past, will do anything and everything possible to keep that gold around his waist. As I said, it's the classic Piper punch, we'll say. And pops him up. And running buckle bomb. And damn, what a buckle bomb. 1, 2, and no! I think Naja just spasmed out of that cover.
I think every little bit of fighting spirit left in Naja was used right there on that kick out. Davidson's got to get on him right now. You got to muster up every bit of guts, every bit of testicular fortitude you've got, and you're going to take home the championship tonight.
Yeah, he has got him on the ropes. He has got him in trouble. He has him right where he wants him. We have rarely seen Naja System in this kind of trouble in any defense of that belt. Mark Davidson has got to get up there and hit whatever he is. Oh, look at the height of that
This is going to sound weird coming from me, but he wasted time playing to the crowd.
Hangman's cutter there. 1, 2, and 2. My God, I could have sworn that was it. How in the hell did he kick out of that?
That's how much this championship means tonight. It's legacy night. Like, you want to go home, you want to be the guy that dethroned Naja on this night. Sometimes you're just going off pure adrenaline, Nathan.
Man, did you see the way his neck just snapped back off the shoulder of Naja? My God. See him holding that neck now. He may have done serious damage.
Yeah, it's easier to nurse a neck injury when you got the belt around your waist.
I believe there'll be more serious damage here. He's got 9, and oh! Goes for a splash of his own and pays for it with knees to the midsection.
Lining him up.
Oh, spins through into a cutter. Stands him up on his head.
Spiked him.
.84 there.
You got to stand on here though, Nathan. Like, you've thrown your best at him. You got to have one more in the chamber. You got to have one more to take out the champion. Do you have it, Davidson?
We are gonna find out here. Naja, he's on Dream Street. Look at the eyes. The lights are on, but nobody's home. But we have seen him busted out from this exact point in his stamina. Oh! That running European uppercut. Oh! Boot to that jaw. Oh, picks him up into the fighter's carry. And that cartwheel Death Valley driver. Corkscrew splash. The tornado may. No! My God, what a match we are watching
It's a
here.
risky run, going for the same move multiple times. He had him scouted. It's any man's game right now. And earlier I wouldn't have believed I was going to say that.
Man, I look at the eyes of Naja. I think Naja may have just hit him with his best shot. And he kicked out, and he's wondering where he goes now. Hear the crowd now. And I got to agree, this is in fact awesome. And look at this. Both men spent, racked with pain, but refusing to give up. Just toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring, mano a mano. Competition is purest form.
Strike for strike for strike.
And trading insecurities. European uppercut. Oh!
Dropped him.
That was like a famous or DDT. You gotta do it again. Oh! One was fun, what do you do two? That could be it, 1, 2, and 3! Michael Lodge.
Your winner and still your Deep South Wrestling Champion, Naja System!
Marty, what's the next date here? March 8th. March 8th. Folks, we have seen one hell of a match. We saw one hell of a show here tonight. Are you entertained, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, standing tall, atop Deep South Wrestling, Naja System, reigning supreme on Legacy Night. He continues to cement his legacy as maybe the greatest Deep South champion in history. To see him now as he stands over Mark Davidson. Is this respect? Is this? All right, Naja extends the hand. And there we go. These competitors know they've been in a war. Look at deep hit in the eyes. What do you think, Matt?
I think we saw two warriors go to battle tonight. We saw one come out on top. But I think the clear winner tonight was everybody here in attendance at Legacy Night for Deep South Wrestling.
Absolutely. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight and celebrating 40 years of Deep South Wrestling with us. And the boss man, Mr. Nick Patrick, getting in the ring here. Think he may have something to say?
Nick, hold on. I got something special for you. At this time, wrestling fans, please give a warm welcome for Jeremy and Jared York.
Oh, this looks like a setup to me.
Jeremy York. He is with Impact Media and Georgia Wrestling History. And his brother Jared will be handing out the Nightmare Ted Allen Legend of the Year Award. Wrestling fans, you've seen me all night long with cards, with info. I don't need anything right this moment. Earlier tonight, you saw me do a small little introduction. Now it's time for the long one. This man's career started back in 1980. He has done it all in the world of professional wrestling. He is one of the all-time greatest officials. He has wrestled. He is the original voice of Deep South Wrestling, and he passed the torch to me just 4 years ago. He has worked for every major promotion like Georgia Championship Wrestling, Mid-South Wrestling, Jim Crockett Promotions, World Championship Wrestling, and World Wrestling Entertainment. He is the son of the founding father, the masked assassin Jody Hamilton Sr., and he is a future Hall of Famer himself. Wrestling fans, let's roar to the heavens for the one and only Mr. Nick Patrick!
Yep.
Again, wrestling fans, we will return right back here at Monday Night Garage, Sunday, March 8th. Bell time, 2 p.m. Again, if you have recorded all the action tonight, please share it on social media. Facebook, Instagram, and other social media. And we will see you March 8th. I'm Michelangelo, the voice of Deep South Wrestling, with Nathan Hamilton, the voice of Violence, and Matt Sells saying, "So long, everybody, for Deep South Wrestling."
All right, ladies and gentlemen, anything in between, you heard it. Michelangelo there. And let's hear one more hand for Nick Patrick, our Georgia Wrestling Legend of the Year. I want to thank everybody for coming out here for Legacy Night. We want you to see you all right back here March 8th. And once again, please remember, we are Atlanta. We are wrestling.
We are Deep South.
Thank you, everybody. Get home safely.
Thank you, as always. And yeah, we're done. I just picked my myself up on the.
But our mics are still live.
I didn't say anything that was going to get me
That's
canceled.
dangerous. I think it's the official post show at this point.
All right, here we go with
Thank you.
the post show of Deep South Wrestling. Let's get a camera on us. We can do it. Can we do like Ms. Daniel Bryan? Like, should I try to get fired?
Yeah, what a match we saw. The whole show, quite a match.
I'm like, who are the Peaky Blinders in the ring? Just us. Thank you for coming. Hey, so weird thing. Not yet. Well, no, I said that they're son. Yeah, no, Georgie, no hand.
Is everybody having fun? Is everybody having fun? Don't care about the ones that wear the who's the wise, the boss, the hit, the boss, the kiss, the toss, the laugh, the lost, the drugs, the you, the me, the us, the smooth, the rock, the smooth, the us, the pop, the what, the fuck, the lost, you won. Fun, the party's just begun. Is everybody having fun? The party's just begun. The party's just begun. Is everybody having fun? The party's just begun.